Metronomes make drummers sound robotic and unnatural. At least according to a self-taught drummer who left a comment on one of my videos. But that's kind of like saying you don't need to bathe because body odor is natural. Both of those ideas stink. So why do I still think metronomes are overrated for drummers? Metronomes can act as guideposts for the start and end of a rhythm or phrase. But what about the timing of the notes in between each metronome click? Here's 3 slightly different interpretations of the same rhythms. On their own, they sound okay, but when played together, they sound like this. This gets worse when you add even more people. You'd have to spend time in rehearsal cleaning the interpretation of each rhythm. But the longer someone practices on their own, the longer it will take to fix later. For example, imagine practicing a rudiment all summer on your own, only to realize in your first rehearsal that your timing is off. It's going to take weeks or months to retrain your hands to play with the proper interpretation. And that's only if you know how to practice the timing correctly outside of rehearsal. You could use subdivisions on your metronome to hear when you're early or late. But that becomes a hassle if the rhythms change a lot. Subdivisions also don't help with interpreting rhythms in between the subdivisions, like diddles. So how can drummers improve timing without the problems of using a metronome? If you could practice with another drummer who had perfect rhythmic interpretation, you'd easily hear when your timing is off. Unfortunately, that person doesn't exist. But I do have thousands of free play-alongs in my YouTube channel's home tab that can help you improve your timing and interpretation while you practice. Each play-along has timestamps in the description to let you jump to a specific BPM to work on your chops, technique, limb independence, and so much more. If you're not sure what or how to practice, I've got hundreds of drumming tips and lessons that can help, including a short lesson with 10 ways to use a metronome that get increasingly harder.